I have moments often where I still feel like I'm 13, and then I have to remind myself that it's been quite a while since I was 13 and I made my first movie, but it's pretty incredible to look back on my career and having grown so much professionally through everything and emotionally. I feel so grateful for everything that has happened in my life. I'm doing what I love, and I never thought that I would be doing it to this extent. I've been around the world. I've worked with the most incredible people. I've learned so much. I mean, I never stop learning. I just feel so grateful. So yeah, to look back on my career and see how I've grown through all of it and have parts of my life sort of documented through these films and these characters is pretty special. I distinctly remember there were, I would say, three scenarios that took place that I guess gave me the acting bug. One was my cousin, who's a few years older than me, was doing commercials. And I sat in front of what I'm sure now would feel very small, but this massive TV in my parents' family room. And I waited, I watched the channel that this said commercial was apparently going to be on for hours until it did. And suddenly it just felt like this larger than life idea was so possible. I saw a family friend in a school play. I sat very close to the stage, and again, it was just this experience that I thought only happened far from home. And then I watched Paper Moon when I was about 8 years old, and that changed my life. I remember seeing that and seeing Tatum O'Neal in that film, and I just thought, anything is possible.
Mr. Dogburn?
What is it?
I'd like to talk to you a minute.
What is it?
They tell me you're a man with true grit.
I was told by many people that during that true grit era, if you will, I was 12 turning 13, and there were a lot of people that told me often, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, take it all in. And of course, at 13, I was like, yeah, absolutely, for sure, I'm taking it all in. And while I did, and I do feel like I remember just about everything, I only now realize what people meant by that. It was such a rare experience. Everything about it, just the timing of it all, everything I did from going to the places that I had gone, again, working with the people that I'd worked with, I was experiencing so many firsts, and I was so young, and I was so just surrounded by the best people, though, that really took me under their wing and guided me every step of the way. But I just remember being young and curious and just so overexcited about absolutely every single part, and just enjoying it. That was another thing I was reminded of constantly, is to just have a good time and not take anything too seriously. So I did my best to do that. I would not be who I am or where I am if it weren't for my mother, my father, and my brother. They have kept me in check every step of the way. My brother especially, we're so close. We only get closer as we get older. And it's, I just feel very lucky to have, well, in this case, not one, but three people that I can constantly call no matter where I am in the world and know that they'll pick up and talk me through whatever I need to be talked through in that moment, or just guided or supported. They have just made so many sacrifices for me to be where I'm at, and I am forever grateful. I also think I've had a lot of incredible women in my life around me from a very young age that have been a shining example of being unapologetically yourself and standing up for yourself and what's right and what you believe in. So I don't recall a moment in which I felt I did that for the first time, but I think I'm only getting better at it, and I find it to be incredibly empowering. And yeah, I mean, if I would certainly just encourage my younger self and my future self to trust my instinct and yeah, continue to do that. The most fun I've had on a project? Oh my God. Okay, well, a lot comes to mind. I will say quickly, there's kind of three. My show Dickinson, I had the most fun making that show. It was incredibly challenging and exhausting at times. We worked crazy hours, and it was a lot of us working together as a team to try and figure out how we could make the best possible version of this story that we all loved so much. And to be a part of a group of people that are so passionate and so talented and so hardworking was just so much fun and like refreshing. And I don't know, we became such a tight-knit family very quickly, and we had the honor and the pleasure of doing 3 seasons of that. So it was so fun to, like, you know, not have to say goodbye, but see you later. Hawkeye was a blast. The action in all of that, the stunts and the archery, picking up a new skill that I'd never thought that I would ever pick up archery, but something that I do recommend if you're looking for a new hobby. And I would say Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse have been so incredible, and I think this experience this time around has been especially fun for me because I've been in the booth with a lot of the other actors more than I had the first time around, which is so much fun, as you can imagine.
Miles!
Gwen?
Want to get out of here?
Welcome to Spider Society.
It is one of the coolest things getting to step back into a character. I've gotten the opportunity to do that a few times now, but there's something so special about this particular character, Spider-Gwen, because somehow I still feel like I've been able to grow with her, and even though it's an animation, I feel that way. I feel very strongly in that I've had that feeling with characters that I've gotten back to play over a few seasons, to play in several movies. But there's something, again, quite special about the fact that I feel that with this being an animation, it's so emotional and so grounded. There's so much heart in this character and in this story, and I feel like that always blows me away because it's so action-packed, it's so visually captivating, yet so moving, which I just think is so cool. I feel like I spend a day on a set somewhere and suddenly I'm like, I want to do everything that everyone is doing around here. I am working with people that are so good at what they do, and it's so inspiring and motivating to see. I would love to produce more. I mean, I would also really love to direct, but I think that would be later down the line. I just want to act right now. I just want to act a ton. I don't know that I had any specific ideas of success going into this. Success to me is being happy and being healthy. Success is putting the time in and doing the work, being trusted to do what you do. And being given the opportunities that I've been given, that to me is success. I think that, sure, it's changed as I've become more and more exposed to the ideas of what it can be. But I think if I am lucky enough to continue doing what I'm doing, and can stay as happy as I am right now, then that's everything I could ask for and more.